Do you want a business because you know it will set your family free, but you don't want to sell due to the slimy feeling inside? Would you like to make a lot of sales so you replace your monthly income, but don't want to be the snake oil salesman? And would you like to know how to make sales without that weird feeling inside and people are happy to pay you? In today's video, you will see how to sell and build your bank account without feeling slimy or burning bridges. I had a conversation recently with a friend who's in the system, but not trapped in the system. Israel, what's the system? The system actively taking all nowhere. The system is the program most get fed from a very young age. The system that says working 40 plus hours a week for 2 paychecks a month for 40 years is good. Even though marriage gets strained, kids rarely see you, and you dread work every morning, but do it anyway. The system that sucks all your time away like a vacuum. The system that leaves you feeling powerless. The system that leaves you wondering how you are going to make enough to get set free. The system set up to destroy you. That's the system that wants you never to learn how to sell, because once you do, it's game over. It's only a matter of time before you leave the system. People in the system have got sold a package that says you go out to work every day and get paid only a couple of times a month. But when you know how to sell, your products go out to work every day. Your products are like employees that go out and sell. And if you do this right, they sell regardless of if you do anything. For example, my book is an employee. It goes out and works for me. It goes out and says to a specific set of people, hey, look at me, for only $25 plus $7.95 shipping and handling. I'm gonna show you how to make the next year of your life the best year of your life. I've got life-changing secrets you need to learn before you're 25. But if you haven't, you need to read me ASAP. I wrote it years ago, but it still makes me money today. It's a good employee. It doesn't get sick. It doesn't take days off. It doesn't even want to go on holiday. My friend is in the system, but he wants to get out of the system, but he had a problem selling. I know exactly how he feels. I was there once, and I've spoken to people with the same problem. I said to him, you don't want to be someone selling so aggressively like Grant Cardone, right? He said yes immediately. Now, I've got a few of Cardone's books. He's done great with selling, but the truth is, most people are not built like Grant. Most can't sell like him, and that's fine. You don't have to be. I'll come back to this convo in a minute because what happened was shocking, but I expected. But I want to tell you what happened on my birthday last year. It's a powerful example of how to sell without feeling pushy. My wife took me out to eat at a restaurant for my birthday. It's February 14th, so a lot of couples were out, as you can imagine. But we walk into this restaurant and we get ushered to our seats. As we sit down, the waiter for the evening comes along. He's dressed nice, smiles, and introduces himself. Then he asks if there's anything we need. Then he says, just call to him whenever we're ready. Before we called, he'd come by and check on us every now and then. We haven't even ordered anything yet, but we're already impressed. Anyone who has gone to restaurants has experienced bad service. People who don't smile, look dirty, and make you want to get out of there faster than you came in. People who are rushing you to order so they can get you out of there faster than you came in. Side note, I took my daughter out to the shops yesterday so she could buy something she liked. She said she wanted some chocolate. She wanted some Maltesers. The first shop didn't have it, so we walked to another shop. They didn't have it. Then we walked into the shop next door. You'll never guess what happened. It wasn't that they didn't have Maltesers. They did have the Maltesers. She picked them up, then put them back down and said, can we go back to the other shop? That's not the punchline. I'm standing there like, what? We've gone from shop to shop to shop to find this chocolate. We finally find it, and now you want us to leave and go to another shop. I'm looking at the guy behind the counter like, I'm not sure what's going on, but she's 11. She knows what she's doing. I say to the man, sorry, I guess we're going to another shop. So we walk out and I say to her, what's wrong? You don't want the Maltesers anymore? She says, I did, but when I went to pick it up, there were all these flies on it and I don't want it anymore. After feeling grossed out, I thanked God I didn't overrule her in that moment and trusted her wisdom. So back to the restaurant now. The waiter is flowing. He's telling my wife all the things that are nice. He's breaking down the drinks and which one she'd like. He's calling us brother and sister. He did this for the whole night. He got a tip. We spent more money than we normally do, and we still talk about that night till this day. I was aware he was selling the whole night, but it didn't matter. That's how you want to get sold, through service. That shop that had the flies was not concerned with service. That's why they lost their sale. It was obvious to the people who came looking. So much so that my daughter changed what she wanted because of the lack of service. But that restaurant did, and that's why their service was high and they got the sale. The waiter wasn't pushy or hungry for the sale more than serving. We can see it. We smell the "I want sell" cologne all over those kind of people. When it comes to selling, serve. When you do, people not only don't mind, they're happy to pay. They created an environment that people like, and when you have an environment that people like, through service, people are happy to pay more. So I told my friend the reason you don't like selling is because of the bad experiences with salespeople that you've had. You don't want people to see you like those people. But imagine this. Imagine people saw you like the waiter in the restaurant. Would that be good? Would people be happy to pay you? They would, right? The system wants you to focus on bad selling experiences. For most, they are the memorable ones. They happen often. But if you focus on the good experiences, that is what you do, as all people do. We recommend things to people we love, that we like. I said to him, think about this thing I recommended to you recently. Was I being salesy about it? He said no. But the truth is I was. I had a great experience. I knew it would help him and I felt compelled to share it. But he didn't see it as salesy because he knows I have his best interest at heart, because he knows I'm serving. I didn't make any money from that recommendation. But catch this, when you sell the right way, it doesn't even feel like selling for you or for them. At this point, he had moved from negative feelings towards selling to 50-50. But what I said next showed him selling isn't only 50-50, but good and something that must be done, but the right way. Selling through service, not only for the sell. Before I tell you that, I need to share a key with you. The system programs people from young, so the desperation to pay bills seeps into selling. So people sell out of desperation. They feel like they need the sell. And like I said earlier, "I need the sell" cologne is shouting from down the road before you even show up. When you come to serve, you are disconnected from the sell. And when you are disconnected from the sell, you sell more product. Let me say that again. Most people experience salespeople who are so hungry for the sell, they never get it. While the best salespeople have something to sell, but focus on serving first and they get most of the sales. It doesn't make sense until you see it. This is why Jesus said the servant among you will be the greatest. Why the Bible says humble yourself and you will get exalted. The system has tricked people into thinking the complete opposite thing. Whenever I sell something, I let people know what I have. I explain clearly what I have and let people make the decision. Remember earlier when I was talking about my book? I don't want everyone to buy it. I only want a select group of people to buy it. I don't want anyone who doesn't want the next year of their life to be the best year of their life to come anywhere near my book. But I don't need to keep saying to people, buy it, serve, and it will take care of everything. Plant the seeds in the ground and let God bring the increase. So what I said to my friend next was this: I know you've come round a bit to selling based on this convo right now, but most people don't realize this about selling. I didn't realize this too, but we are all already selling. Everyone in the world is already selling. I asked him, when you got in a relationship, didn't you sell yourself? You show up looking nice, you smell nice, you're on your best behavior because you are selling. You want to find a person to spend the rest of your life with. I said, when you go to a job for an interview, you are selling. He even turned around to me and said, he knows and has confidence when he's done well in an interview and going to get a job. And like that, I had shown him why he shouldn't be afraid to sell and shouldn't feel weird about the sell. All you have to do is serve well and you'll get the sell. But if not, that's okay. There'll be another job, another person who wants what you have and will pay you. And he now realized selling was good when done right, because deep down we know and believe that selling is good. He knows he's going to work hard and do a good job. That's why he's selling himself. It's the same way you sell anything the right way. That fear of selling all starts with the story we believe, based on the experiences that we've had. The system wants you to believe the lies because they keep you enslaved to it. That's why you should watch my video about the little lies the system tells you that stop you from being legendary. Go win and God bless winners.